Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
You know, when we start that show and you play those tones that go bink, 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 that goes right down into my right nut.
The
Just thought I'd
countdown
share
tones?
that, right? Yes, I thought I'd
Last
share
time.
that, right?
Would you like something different? Because, now that they've canceled
No.
60 Minutes, we could steal their tick, tick, tick.
No, I'm happy with that. And they have not canceled 60 Minutes, even though that is your running joke. They have not.
Okay, keep saying it, Mike. You know what? CBS apologist. I know you worked for them and you want to keep up the company line, but the show is gone, Mike, and face it.
We're going to have a good show today because Rob took a giant dump right before the
You
show
see, that's
started.
not true. I took a leak. That's all.
All right, so I alerted the guys that I was going to be late today coming in here, and then when I arrived at 10 minutes after the hour, we tape at 8:15. Rob was nowhere to be found, and I said, "Where's Rob?" And he said he's going out to fill his cup up, and then he was gone. What Josh and I concurred was a little longer than the normal cup filling, and I said,
Right.
"Well, he's probably taking a big fat deuce."
You see, that's not true, though.
And then Rob said, "And that's too big a hat." So he said, "My hat's too big."
Oh, so that's what this is all
See.
about.
The hat's not too big. You just look like that Lego guy with the red shirt and the blue hat.
Maybe his head is too small. Maybe the hat is just right.
I like a large hat. I
Yeah,
do.
but that's not. Everyone has a look in a hat, and that's not your look. It's a bigger hat than normal. Now let's try that one. Now everyone looks perfect in that hat. That's great. You see, that's the hat you should be wearing anyway. Our TMOS hat, which is available at tmosstore.com.
How's that?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Is that
Mike-
better?
Yes, and it's
You
Mike
see the way I
O'Mara's
changed
show.
it so you didn't see,
See,
my bed head?
And I'm just reminded of this little guy.
That's it. That's
Period.
You know what? Way to go, Josh. I thought we were going to wait till next year to show our new publicity still.
It's a very, very
Can
exciting.
you bring up our publicity picture one
Yeah,
more time?
We just got to get you in those overalls.
Yeah, I've got overalls. That's Mike in the red shirt. Yeah, it's great. It's perfect, and we can sign that at the opening of a supermarket or anything.
Well, it's a bit of a sad day in the O'Mara household today. I'm sorry to report that the season is officially over. Fall baseball is officially over, and just didn't have the arms, didn't have the ponies last night, and didn't have my starting pitching. Had one down because of a bad arm. I could handle that. I couldn't handle two down because of a bad arm, and unfortunately, the lead that the red team got out to was insurmountable, even though we tried to mount a little bit of a comeback, had a great double play in the middle of the game, and unfortunately, the last person at bat who hit a sharp grounder right up the middle was snared by the pitcher and threw him out, and that last out was my son. And he was, for a brief period of time, somewhat inconsolable. But as I pointed out to him, making contact in this division at this age is a good thing, especially with a guy that's throwing heat, which this pitcher was. So, I like it when they make contact. It's exciting. And it was fun, and I would...
What was the final score?
7-5, I think.
So it wasn't a blowout? I mean,
Wasn't a
that's
blowout.
a
No,
you were in
respectable score there.
Yeah, that's not a fire the manager type loss.
Oh, but the manager would be pretty happy to be fired after this season. Look, it was
Time to
great.
retire.
I love the kids. I'm not coming back. That was my last experience
The
doing
Earl of Estero.
it. That's not true. If there's some manager that wants an assistant out there, be happy to do it. Absolutely be happy to do it. I go to all the games anyway, so I might as well.
You'll be in the
participate.
game for a long time, like Don Zimmer.
The zipper.
if you're like
as he was
me-
called.
You want to quit today, and in 6 months you'll be like, all right, I'll do it again.
Yeah, I like doing it. I
Yeah.
kind of dig it, and I might do it next fall. Here's a trivia question about Don Zimmer, and I love when Rob brings up. We've played the clip of Don Zimmer getting thrown out of the Cubs game, right?
It's almost horrifyingly sad because he's an older man at this point. Yeah, we've watched it.
No, you might be thinking of
was a fight.
the Yankees game. That's when he's older.
Okay.
This is
I've not seen this one then.
Zimmer thrown out Cubs. and it is Harry Carey doing the play-by-play. If you can find that, Josh, it's one of my favorites. And
How
the
did we miss
umpire
it?
with
How did
his
I
with
miss
his
it through these years?
unkempt hair. Oh, Rob, you're gonna love this.
Oh, I can't
And then
wait.
the last line is from Harry Carey, and it's spectacular. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's easily in my top 5 now, and I only discovered it in the last year. But it's an old clip because that's how long ago.
I feel sorry
Zimmer-
for the people of now who only know Harry Carey from the bad Will Ferrell bit on Saturday Night Live, because Harry
Yeah.
Carey
Yeah.
was so endlessly entertaining.
Oh, bigger
just
than life.
being himself.
Bigger than life. Chicago, massive market, media market. And, you had these guys that worked baseball games that were larger than life, but nobody larger than life. Vin Scully was a superstar, but Vin Scully was a real, controlled broadcaster
Almost
superstar.
like that anti-Harry Carey.
Yeah,
They're
Harry
very
Carey
different.
was a total character, almost a caricature of himself. He really, really was special. And the way this goes, a lot of times when managers, and I think Josh will back me up on this, when managers get thrown out of baseball games, they get it from the dugout. They'll be saying an umpire will hear something from the dugout and he throws the manager out, and sometimes it's not the manager's fault. And Zimmer, the only thing he's guilty of is he puts his hands up like this, and he gets thrown out right after that.
Yeah.
But he's yelled something before. Do we have that clipperoo?
I think I'll have it in a moment. Having
Okay.
some computer trouble.
That's all right.
And I'm assuming it's.
Hey,
this
come
is
here,
the
come here.
fight.
Bring him in for just holding his hand on me for a sec. While Josh is working on that.
Yeah.
I want to bring in the Stumpster. Here.
Oh, hey, Stubby.
Let me ask you a question. Does this look like a Boston Terrier to you?
Hold it. Everyone be quiet. I love
sniffing.
hearing him sniff.
Hello, buddy.
You know, I still play the game with Linus where I hide a treat behind my ear so I can hear him
He's sniffing
sniff.
again. Can you sniff it again?
That's because the mic screen smells like Dad.
Dad's breath.
Why does his mic screen smell like olives?
He's a sweet. He's getting sweeter too.
Mike, he does
The
look
older
like
he
to me he does look like the breed you claim him to be, the Boston Terrier.
Well, the snout. If you look at the snout is
Snoot.
a little elongated for a Boston. That's what I'm told. My sister started this when she came to visit us. My sister started this by saying
Trouble.
he
Causing
looks more
trouble.
like- yes, she is. She's trouble with a capital T, saying he looked more like a pit bull. Which has
Well,
been
there's
the
a lot of
running joke.
a lot of pit bull blood runs deep in the dog industry. Have you done the thing where you find his breed? You do the
Well, he
swab
got
and you find it-
papers. Carla bought him. Like.
But, Mike, I'm
for-
saying
he's-
Yeah,
paper
but
is
23
paper.
and me.
Yeah, they have like a 23andMe for dogs that when we got it done, Carrie argued with them.
It's at Rancestry.com.
That's it.
Rancestry. Rancestry.com. But I don't know. I'm giving the listeners a really good look at him.
You've got to do the test, Mike, and then see if it jives with the papers.
But what do you do if it's the
Yeah,
wrong
what do you do?
dog,
Take a
it's the wrong
blood test?
dog?
Well,
Well,
that's
no.
right. If it's the wrong dog, we don't
No,
care.
what do you
We
do
love
if you
him.
find out?
you
Hey,
contact
Carla,
the
can you
breeder
get
and
him?
say, hey, what's all this then?
Can you
And
get
then
him,
you
please?
could probably get maybe a price adjustment.
Take a look at that face.
Do you have the receipt?
I don't know. I had a dog before that did not look like its parents at all when it grew up. But I know it came from those dogs.
Not an adoptee?
He's such
No, it wasn't adopted. It was like I got it from a friend.
See,
So
we
I
got
knew those were the parents.
But
we
they
got
might look
Linus
right.
from a German Shepherd rescue site. And
He's
when
8
we
months
had-
old, and his ears are supposed to pop up at 4 months. And look at his ears, too.
Well, maybe you haven't said
Look at his-
anything interesting.
Look at his pit bull ears.
They are sort of pity, yeah.
Yeah. You
How's
can't
that?
argue with that one.
So that,
the
but I
twen- do
no.
the
Here's the
23andMe
thing,
thing.
Josh. I'm not looking for the dog is staying with us, but there might be some cash going back into Mrs. O'Mara's bank.
Yeah, I would say you definitely need to run the test.
which happens to be my bank account as well. So I really hope
And that would be
you know.
that would come in handy, what with the spending freeze.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could use it at Christmas time. That would be wonderful.
And-
So
And
you know.
bark is what you want, apparently.
Bark?
EM bark.
Oh,
M
Embark.
To do a dog DNA test.
Oh, all right, that's
Yeah.
good. All right.
And
Because
then you'll know.
if that doesn't if that doesn't match the papers, we march right down there and get a refund.
Yeah. Well, at least a partial refund.
Yeah,
I
we're
would
not
say
gonna-
if he's 50% Boston Terrier, you
Yeah.
should get 50% back.
Yeah, it's like if you get a broken table.
I think
Exactly.
which we discussed yesterday. All right, did we find the Zimmer?
Yeah,
Did we
I
find?
believe that
All right,
it
so
says-
Rob, let me see if this is the right one.
It says Don Zimmer loses his mind.
Okay, this is great. All right,
So I'm
that's it.
curious.
This isn't an
I returned the call for you because I've never talked to the White House before.
No, that's a different one. That's
That's
a
the wrong
different
one?
one. Yeah. Oh man.
It would
This
be
looks like
really
it
bad
starts
if
over
you
a home run call.
All right, hold on. No, it's a Rick Sutcliffe is batting when that
right.
clip
Oh,
starts.
so this is a new tape.
Let's see. Hold on just a second. I'll find it. I'll see if I can find it too. It might be one of those clips that's hard to find.
I would hate to be a person on the internet
If you
that
put
if,
Zimmer ejected, maybe.
that if it writes Josh, someone loses their mind and that's not the clip that makes you look bad. If you have that many clips running on YouTube.
Don Zimmer fight with umpire 1989.
Year I graduated.
Don Zimmer fight with umpire 1989. Sorry that I didn't give you that at the beginning. Don Zimmer, Rob's referring to when he was a coach for the Yankees and
Right.
Pedro Martinez
That's
threw
the
him
one.
to the ground. This to me
That to me was funny and horrifying.
If you are a baseball purist, and we've got one of the biggest baseball fans in the world with our executive producer Josh Soroka, you're gonna. This is part of the culture of baseball. As a matter of fact, last night with the Little League game, I had a moment with the ump. I had a pretty good line coming back. Now we have one umpire that works the circuit. I think we have 3 or 4 umps that umpire our games. And there was a play at home where our guy obviously slid under the tag of the catcher and was safe, and he called him out. And I was like, "Oh, come on, really?" That's usually my my
Yeah.
retort. I go, "Really, really?" And I'm like, "No, come on." I mean, it was everybody saw it. And he comes over. And his line to me, the umpire, who was really a heavy-handed umpire to start with,
Right.
he was really into lecturing. He gave me a lecture on having somebody ready when the catcher's equipment wasn't on to warm up the pitcher. I knew that. We were just running a little late. I don't need you to lecture me on that. So he walks over, and right in front of my team, he says, "Oh, you really going to do that? You really going to show 8 kids and back you how this done?" I said, "I'm showing 8 kids what a bad call looks like."
Look at you. Hey. And what did he say? What did he say to that?
He just walked away. And then later on, he got mad at another kid and then lectured the team again. But anyway, this
He
is
sounds like a
because
dick.
Arguing is part of the game, as
yeah,
you will
it
see
is.
in a
It
moment
is.
here. All right, I'll tell
So
you
let's
when
see
it
if this
comes
is
up.
it. This is Don Zimmer fight with umpire 1989.
Okay,
The other
let's
one
check
was
it out.
1984.
Okay,
Ah,
great. He was on umpire.
Along with Ellie and Don
This is it?
Bolte from Manuka, Illinois,
It's Harry Carey.
and the Carey family.
Oh, it's a good.
No
good cut.
relation. Also on him. Hey, Arnie, that reminds me. I saw a banner for you. Where
This is great.
it?
That's Rick Sutcliffe, one of the great
Here's
pitchers
the pitch to
in Cubs
Sutcliffe.
history. Did Sutcliffe play for the
Fastball
O's too,
winner.
Josh?
Sut has 9 hits for the year, 5 RBI.
By the way,
Robinson's pitch. Strike
it-
2 call.
he's batting like a
0-2.
typical pitcher
Ron
that
Robinson
doesn't
was a
hit.
great athlete in high school.
Kind of
He was
a
a three-sport
lackadaisical
star.
attitude at the plate. Look at this
Baseball,
old country boy
football,
here.
I was going to say,
And he
well,
was
who's
the
that
MVP
good-looking
on the
fella?
basketball
That's a-
team. Selected
Robinson,
all
he's a
Northern
hurler.
California in
He's
both
a big
baseball,
boy.
football, and basketball.
There's the pitch. Did he go
He's
around?
out.
Yep.
He's out now.
The
A little
appeal,
trouble.
and Sutcliffe
A
tried
little
to
trouble. He's
trick
looking
his
over at the
swing,
dugout right now.
but he strikes out.
And I don't think the umpire's happy because something
here
went
is
down.
Jerome
It hasn't
Wall.
really started yet.
Getting
Gearing
a
up.
hand from the crowd before
Yeah.
he walks up to the
And
plate.
so now
They've
the
averaged
batter's
about
coming up, and the
30,000 in this
umpire's still
series.
looking over at the
And it
dugout because
seems
they're
about
chirping at him
10,000
from the
Cub
dugout.
fans. Last night with
That's
the last
Steve
out of the
Stone.
ball game, most of the
players are
fans who
taking
were left
forever
were
to get
Cub
in and out
fans.
of that box.
I
And they
can't
were
hear
all
you,
on their
Josh,
feet,
over
just
the,
like Wrigley
audio.
Field. And now Jerry Crawford
All right,
getting
here
some
now
heat
he's
from
looking in
Cub
the dugout. Now he's looking at Zimmer. They get a close up of Zimmer.
There he
and
is.
Now
There's Zimmer.
he just got thrown out.
Kicked out of the ball game.
Here we go. Here we go, Rob. I'm glad you haven't seen this game.
Don Zimmer was kicked
This-
out, Harry.
This
And
is,
he doesn't believe getting the early thumb without
I'll let
ever
it- I'll let
leaving
it
the
speak for
dugout.
itself.
I can't believe it myself, but that's exactly what happened.
Oh, they are pissed. You know, you can't hear it, but you can see the volume elevating between the two of them.
It's, I love it. This is a great video day, folks. If you get a chance, check out our video of this. This is one of the all-time greats. Zimmer is arguing his case. Oh, my. He's got the
Face getting
jaw
redder
down.
and redder.
Oh, and his eyes look like they're going to pop out of his zipper head. By the way, Don Zimmer, Rob, little known fact, plate in his head. From,
No
from
kidding.
being hit by a pitch, yes.
How
Lifetime
about
baseball
that?
man. All right, you think it's over.
Right, he's walking
It ain't
away.
really over yet. And now the umpire's giving it right back to Zimmer. And now they're really going to get it. Here they go.
Oh, God, he yelled his hat off. He yelled so hard his hat came off.
There they go. There they go. And listen to Harry.
Isn't this priceless?
There you go. That's enough. All right, that's great. That's the and Harry Carey at the end going, isn't it priceless?
Is Zimmer
Harry
still with us,
Carey.
Mike?
Oh no, Harry's long gone. I think Harry's
No, Zimmer.
Oh, Zimmer, he may not be with us any longer either. That
It's
was
amazing because
a
he
long
looked
time
well
ago.
then.
He
is
passed
a
in
hothead.
2014.
He passed in
Oh,
2014.
yeah.
All the great ones have gone.
Didn't he
I'll ask-
argue when they called him dead? Didn't he argue the call when they declared him dead?
I'm not dead. Josh, in modern day, is
Yes.
there anybody that might fall into the category of fiery umpire, fiery manager anymore?
No, but they've also changed some of the rules. So, like, as soon as you step out of that dugout, you get ejected. So they've clamped down on it with
Why?
the challenge because they introduced the challenge rule, and
Oh,
But in that
once they
in
did
that
that,
clip,
umpires, you got to trade. So umpires needed things to not embarrass them in order to get this and back and forth.
but in that clip, wasn't he ejected before he left the dugout?
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
he was.
yeah.
He was.
Well, that's
ejected
not
early in that
fair.
argument.
That's
Can
not
you
fair.
still argue after
You
you
can.
get ejected?
You can. You'll get a fine or whatever. So there's no one like Don Zimmer or Earl Weaver. None of that exists anymore.
Lou Piniella.
Yeah.
I mean, they were some of the great ones. So I have my moment, and I never got a chance to talk to the umpire at the end of the game because I was going to say, that's. I was going to say, hey, sorry, I lost it there for a second, but hey, that's part of the fun because it
Yeah,
really is. And this
sure.
guy is the only umpire we have that I believe works multiple levels. I get maybe you've had this happen, Josh, where you get a guy that can actually do high school
Yeah.
and college games as well as the little league games, and he's got all the stuff, man. He
He's
looks
sort of notable down there. Isn't his name Enrico Palazzo?
Enrico Palazzo. ladies
That's who
and gentlemen.
Leslie Nielsen pretended to be in The Naked Gun when he was the opera singer and then pretended to be the referee or the umpire. He was
in
Enrico
the baseball
Palazzo.
game. Is that the one
Yeah.
where the Queen's at the game?
Exactly, and Ricardo Montalban. I think it's actually a docudrama.
Really?
No, not really. It's horribly
That's
made
interesting. But anyway, it was a little baseball, and I know you might. For people that are listening to me in a massive chunk of the United States that are freezing their pipics off, I will say that baseball pretty interesting, but that's down here in South Florida,
But
and
it's still chilly for you guys, isn't it?
it's still chilly, but that ratio is going to improve in the next few days, so that's exciting. But I heard the statistic that 70% of the United States right around now is under a deep freeze. So that's pretty significant when that much of the United States gets frozen. And this is also the time of year where my Florida world is a little different than Mr. Soroka's Florida world up in St. Augustine, Florida, where what was your low temperature this morning?
37.
37. Ooh, wow.
That's it.
Oh, this just
37
in, Mike.
degrees. Yes.
27 in Leesburg, Virginia.
27. It is 59 down here in Fort Myers, but probably a little chillier actually. First thing this morning, but not that bad. I put
Cold
on my
enough
fleece.
that the there's a phrase we've used in the past in cold weather called "sucker upper dog." Was there any reversal?
There's what is that phrase? I'm sorry.
Sucker upper dog is when a
A
dog
sucker upper dog. I have never heard you say that. I've never heard anybody say that. Sucker upper dog.
It's when a dog's BM is curtailed for some reason or another and abandoned. And sometimes stuff that's headed out might head back in because
It's so cold the dog can't
Because it can
dump.
be cold, or it can be a dog is scared.
Neither one of my
or
dogs
upset.
had that dilemma today.
Okay, good.
Neither one.
No
Uh,
SUDs.
I call, but the expression only that I use for my dogs is a double pumper. And
Oh,
a double
nice.
pumper is when
Yeah.
your dog dumps tight, which I cannot stand when a dog, it's just like, how do you do a full dump, walk, and then another full dump? But I guess humans do it too.
Yeah, ask me before the show, Mike.
So that's it. Yes, as you were filling your cup.
Mike, I did not take a dump this
I know
morning.
you
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's freezing down here.
What's the temperature down there when the iguanas start falling?
That's a great question. That is a great question as to and maybe somebody can
Does it drop to like the 30s or?
maybe somebody can help us in the comments. And there I opened up. They hate it when I open the comments. Let me see. We must see your dog's papers. That's right, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So Google says it's below 45 degrees.
I
Oh,
think
so you could have some
you're getting
droppage
close.
soon. Yeah.
now the iguanas down here in South Florida on the east part. Primarily, they're the east side, but we've got a few of them here. And what you don't know about these creatures is that when it gets cold, they fall out of trees because they don't die, but they freeze up
Suspended
completely.
animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why that happens.
It's
I'm
like
not
a
sure
hibernation.
It's what?
It's like a hibernation.
Okay,
Well,
so they
no,
shut
because
down their
a
like body
hibernation
functions.
is on purpose. These are just frozen. They just fall out of trees because they can't handle the weather. It's the climate change. They're not designed to be in that kind of cold, and they just fall. But they come back, when it warms up. Spiewak out.
Hey, do we get scripture on the comments very often?
Not
Josh?
often, but
No.
Ian the Liberal did offer something there. Yeah. You want to read that, Mike?
For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. Is he talking about you taking the dump?
I don't know, but Mike, no iguanas have fallen yet.
Yes. Anyway, 45 degrees. That's pretty warm. I don't think we
Yeah.
got down past 48 here last
All
night.
right. So
If
the
that.
iguanas are safe.
If we even did that.
For now.
Listen, everybody, listen up. We are very, very excited because this coming Saturday night, 7 p.m., it's another one of our fabulous, exciting cocktail hours. You remember? Do you remember the last one? Do you remember? You remember when Rob Spiewak was
Yes.
dressed as Jelly Roll and Josh Soroka won the day with his Beetlejuice outfit? And what the hell was I? I don't even remember what I was. It was that.
You were a minion.
A minion.
Oh,
Mike
Minion.
O'Minion.
Mine sucked. But it was a cocktail.
But you
that was the
showed your
last
ass, which was nice.
one. Did I really?
No, you didn't.
I wouldn't remember if I did. I've done so many weird things. I've shaved my head, dyed my hair,
Yes.
taken my shirt off, taken a bath in a kiddie pool out in front of a radio station. I've done all
remember.
sorts of weird stuff. I really have. I've never gotten tattooed or had anything pierced on the ear. But I did one of the great stunts of all time when I pretended to tattoo a 6-year-old boy.
Yes, that was
and
great.
the police were called.
Yep.
That was one of my greatest accomplishments. I love that. So this coming Saturday, 7 p.m., it's our Christmas cocktail party Saturday. We've got lots of things planned. The number one thing, we are having a raffle for one of the fruitcakes. If you are looking at those prices that we are selling the fruitcakes for with the auction and you're going, I can't do that. Well, you can now because for a tiny little fee, you can join the what?
$5. That's
Oh, it's
it.
$5.
That's
Get
it.
in on the raffle, and we. How many are we raffling off on Saturday night? One,
Only
2,
one.
3, 8.
One.
Only one.
Mike, there's only 5 fruitcakes total that are available this year. So as the numbers get smaller, your chances get bigger for having to play in the lottery.
What we're going to do, Mike, on Saturday is we are going to
What?
spin this wheel.
That's
and
right.
how we will determine the winner.
Oh, do I get one? Can
Well,
we-
yeah,
can
but
we-
Mike, you see, the thing is today the wheel is loaded just with our names because it's a test thing. Do you want to see who wins this time?
I'd like to see. Let's spin the wheel just for fun. It's gambling, and I'm
Gambling!
addicted to it. So, let me just enlarge my screen here. So I
Okay,
can
so
get
what we
it.
have here is a wheel with our names on it, and
happened?
we'll spin it,
And where'd it go?
and it'll
Where'd
random.
it
Well,
go?
right now
It
we've got Don
vanished.
Zimmer fight with Empire. Josh will bring it back, and so Mike will spin the wheel, and just for testing, see who wins this morning.
Love your
but on the
Christmas
night,
lights, Rob. Love your Christmas lights.
thank you. Do you like the tree?
Mm-hmm.
The tree is
Yeah.
nice, too?
Oh, that's very nice.
Thank
All
you.
right, so I'm going to spin it.
And see who comes up the winner.
All right.
Here we go. This is
What are we
exciting, isn't it?
spinning for?
$1 million.
$1.
Who gives $1? And it lands on Go.
I get $1.
Wins. From who?
You.
Okay, I guess. I don't
All
have
right, spin it
$1.
again. Let's see if you want to go double or nothing.
Yes, please, because there's
Okay.
also a spending freeze. Oh, thank you.
Very good.
There's also a spending freeze in my house.
Okay.
Okay, spinning, and
Oh,
how did you
That's
do,
it.
Mike? You're fit.
$4.
You
You owe me $4.
Oh wait, Josh
No,
just
it
edged
moved.
in.
Oh,
It
Josh
moved.
got it.
Can't call it early.
Yeah, Mike, you can't.
And does that
call it
have
early.
that has sound with it too? One more time, one more spin.
Yes.
This is for our fruitcake raffle
Right.
on
we'll see
Saturday
how the
night.
spin works.
It's going to be a big part of this, and we hope we have a million names in there. We really do. We hope that's how it works.
Yay!
And Rob, yeah, we all were represented.
Everybody
That's
wins.
wonderful.
Everybody wins. That's the magic.
Very,
of
very
it's the
exciting.
holidays, Mike.
And I think that I have an idea. I'll throw out to you guys.
All right.
All right. Yeah, Josh likes to whore out the listeners for different things to contribute, and that's cool.
What does he
I'm
like
down
to
with
do,
that.
Mike?
Whore out the listeners.
Yeah. I also
or
like
whore us out. Really.
I also
for
like
that.
to pay the host.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely.
I like that part.
The hosts have to be paid.
Yes.
Some of them. So what it is I will do this. I will be taking just me.
Right.
Just me. I think if everybody sang, it would be not necessarily a good thing. I will take Christmas song requests. And if we can't, why are you reacting?
I'm
like that?
so excited because you know what? Yesterday you were Scrooge all over, and today you are becoming Michael, Mr. Christmas O'Mara, and I'm digging it. It's awesome.
Hold on.
All right. So if I were to request, say,
Check 1, 2, check.
I'll start with something simple. Joy to the World. If I just suggest
No, what a shit song.
Okay,
that
first
is.
of all, language.
All right,
Second
I'm
of all,
sorry.
not really an S song, Mike, because it celebrates Christmas. I was trying to take it easy on you. What do you want? Snowflakes? Snowflakes falling? Snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. As in, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Okay.
Now, will you be able to give me a karaoke track for that?
Yeah, but it wouldn't jive. I could. Your best bet is to play your own karaoke track because of the delay.
Okay, you're right. You're
Okay.
absolutely right. Well, I'll be prepared for this. at the
Okay, have a
cocktail
few
party.
ready to go. And now the sound of
the
Mike
whip.
O'Mara.
What? Well, don't play anything with it. I'm just going to do it a cappella.
I was just introducing you.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the snow is so.
That's what you can look forward to Saturday night at our big cocktail.
Now, was that you
I will
recording or was that
I
Andy
will be,
Williams? I can't tell.
For a small, nickel for the cause, I will be taking requests for Christmas songs.
And that's at
you
the
know what?
cocktail party.
Maybe Rob will too. Maybe Rob. Josh, do you sing?
I do not sing.
You do
I
not
will
sing.
not
That's
be
good.
singing.
Okay, you will not be singing.
I
That's
So
will
it's
be,
4 days until the cocktail party.
Yeah, and the raffle tickets are available now.
okay.
You do not have to be watching live to win.
All right. Very good.
But why
And we'll
wouldn't
just-
you watch live?
Why
want to
wouldn't
watch
you
one.
No,
give?
it should
Yeah.
be there.
Doesn't
So
the Lord deserve a Porsche? Yes,
Sure,
he does, and he's asked me to drive it.
So 4 days to the cocktail party. How many days do you suppose there are till Christmas, Mike?
Man, I just wish there was some way I could know or somebody who could remind me of
Here
exactly
he
what
comes.
the thing is. My voice.
22 days.
22 days.
Shopping, 22 days to
Fill the stocking. 22 days for Christmas shopping. Only got 22 more.
Only got 22 more.
Hi. Did you hear what the man said?
Only 22 shopping days till Christmas.
You know, there, Mike, he almost says hiya, but instead he just says
Hiya.
hi.
I'm going to go out for a three martini dinner.
And remember, Mike, his name is James Fitzpatrick.
Is that the guy? Is that really the announcer's
We
name?
found his name out. He also narrated travelogue films in the 40s for, I guess, maybe MGM. And his name and his voice comes up on Turner Classic Movies if you
Yes.
see his travel talks. But that's
So,
James Fitzpatrick.
is there anything of a material nature that that you gentlemen particularly want for Christmas? Is there anything that would?
Yes.
And take all the restrictions
Oh, and
we've
also,
been talking about off. All
I'm
right?
sorry. I know we don't like to move backwards, but you didn't cover one important part about the cocktail party. It is the 15th anniversary of this show, of the podcast to the day. 15
amazing.
years on December 7th.
Oh yeah, because so Josh, you're going to have people. What do you want them to do?
We're going to do
I'm sorry?
it. Last time we had a lot of fun with the Ask Me Anything questions. So
Okay.
we're going to bring it back, but it's got to be related to the history of the show.
Oh, that could be a sticky wicket right there. That
I'll
could
help
be
you.
Really, really sticky.
Well, that's
you know.
that's
With
where
details,
the fun
I
happens.
Yeah, the fun happens when I got to talk about Christmas, the ghosts of Christmas past. That's what I have to do. That I
Long
don't really
past?
like
No,
to
your
do.
past, Mike O'Mara.
Anywho,
All right. Thank you for letting me throw that in there.
so Christmas cocktail party, 7 o'clock. Be there. We really want to have our biggest cocktail party show ever with our largest amount of viewers, and it's live streamed for your entertainment. And please join us. And if you want to go, you go to MikeO'MaraShow.com. That's how you do it.
Yep.
Hop on, and we will be there for you. Can they get through? Is there any other way to get there?
Yeah,
Mr.
it is better
Soroka?
if they go through Facebook or YouTube.
Okay, there you go.
because You currently can't watch live on MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Okay, so you actually go through Facebook or YouTube
Yeah.
to get the live stream. So Facebook, the Mike O'Mara Show on Facebook or YouTube. Just go there, put our name in, and you'll get us. That's
Come
it.
on
We'll
out.
be doing that.
You should be
on,
following us on
Saturday.
all that stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Amen. That's the way it goes. So as far as you gentlemen are concerned, if there was one material possession, and I will say in reach, fantasy reach. And when I say fantasy reach, not that it would never happen, but that if somehow a significant other, took out a home equity loan and was able to produce something for you, you'd get it. What would that be? What would a dream gift be?
Okay. I can start with my dream gift.
Yeah, please do.
Which is they've started an ultra limited tour at Graceland, which is, I think, 8 a week are given. It's super exclusive where you get to go back where people don't normally get to go back. You get to touch things. You get to handle things. You get to eat in the mansion. They
smell
serve
your fingers
you a meal.
after you do it.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to touch a belt, Mike, fondle, finger a jumpsuit. I
You
think
might
it's
as well
called...
time it to just die there as well.
Yeah, I think it's called A Day as a Presley, and I would love to. But it's thousands and thousands of dollars. The thing is, though, you did get to choose your 8-person group, and I would include you too.
Oh, well, that means you'll have at least one slot that'll be available.
Mike, if I were to somehow get this multi-$1,000 package, and I invited you to come, no cost to you, would you come to Memphis one more time?
I'm going to answer that question this way.
Okay.
There are, as I have said, with all the poking at each other we do on this show,
Right.
and there is nobody that's more fun to travel with than Rob. I mean, it's so we have probably some of our greatest moments and laughs.
We do.
When we've been on the road. I think you more than most would understand my reticence to trundle down to Memphis, Tennessee, when I was really required to go for many, many Augusts.
I
and
understand, but we
I
wouldn't
hated
go
it
in
so
August,
much.
and we wouldn't have any requirements of us except to have a good time.
You know what?
It would be a pretty remarkable thing, I think.
If it was for the show and we were going to record the shows down there,
Yeah.
I would probably say yes.
Good.
I would probably say yes. That would
Josh?
be special. Josh, how about you?
I can do it
what's your dream?
remotely.
Okay. All right. Well, I
No,
was asking you
no.
for your dream gift. Yeah.
No, I was asking if he'd come, and the fact that he's going to use Zoom to go to Memphis.
He could drive.
No,
yeah,
I'd
you're
go.
out. You're closer. Yeah.
I'd be there,
Attaboy.
especially if we could do show content.
All right,
Yes,
very
of
good.
course.
Very good.
Thank
What
you.
about your dream gift?
It's getting close where I'm getting the itch to upgrade my truck
Okay.
and move to a new vehicle.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
So,
do you have a
vehicle
large
would be-
or small truck now? Do you have
I have a small truck.
Okay, would you like to get a behemoth? Would you like to
We
get
are-
like one of the powerful ones?
He would like to get Mike an 18-wheeler.
No, have you seen the price of gas lately?
Yeah.
No, just something a
No,
little
I
bit
haven't.
more. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe move to electric.
Electric trucks? They're fun.
But
All right, stop. Turn it off. Turn it off, please.
no, we've been looking at the Ford Bronco
Okay.
and the Jeep Gladiator.
Ooh.
So
Now, do you
You like
think
movies
there's
about
any-
gladiators? Son?
Do you think that it's a Jeep Gladiator? Is that really the name of it?
yeah, that's their pickup truck.
Oh, that's exciting.
Wow.
Well, I wish you the best. Me?
No
Yeah.
chance.
No chance. My no chance would be if I was really surprised, would be a really good golf simulator, like with the screen.
You've been
and
singing that
everything.
for a long time.
Yeah, but it's just
Hey,
not
you
gonna
freed
happen.
up your garage.
Yeah,
You took the
I
studio
did,
out of
but
the garage.
You know, I mean, it could be.
You got rid of the
fantastic.
pipes and fabric.
Yeah, I would have it done. I did. Oh my God, did I?
Too
ever.
bad you couldn't use all that piping to use a golf simulator. You
You
could
know,
make one.
I should have kept it. Not. Jeez. Yeah.
Pipes and drapes.
That goes in a separate pile.
And then I like opened my leg up. It was like
Wow,
with one of the pedestals. I sliced a chunk out of my leg. when
Oh, I
was,
thought you meant you just
unloading
spread
it.
your legs.
No, I didn't spread my legs and do pelvic thrusts or anything like that.
I never said pelvic thrust. You
So
took
that's
it to
what
the
it'd
next
be.
level.
It'd be the simulator. It would
Okay.
be the simulator.
What is
And now-
can you thumbnail the cost of one of those for people that have never?
They are
priced that?
so all over the place. They're
A
people.
good one,
Well, this
a
guy's
good one
put in
starts
smart
around
homes.
20.
What's
a good
that?
One, a good one, I would start around 20 for a good one.
Yeah, for like the really mega
A
one. That's
really
20 grand.
good one. A
A
great
really,
one.
really good one. And it's
Now,
it's. Did you put one in at any of your golfers' houses
I
that
have.
you did?
I've put a few in. Yes.
Oh, really? Any golfer we'd know?
Well, no, most of the ones I've put in the past have not been golfers. I do know that one is going in Cam Smith's house in a few months.
Ooh. Hey, let me
wow.
ask you this: what's the labor cost on something like that? You know, for popping one of those things in, just out of curiosity.
The labor, it's
Yeah.
probably it's probably around 2,500 for labor.
Yeah,
And
so I
that's
don't mind.
wow. That's more than
Too
I
much.
thought. Yeah.
Too much.
Do you have a
room got really
practical
quiet.
gift, something that you may actually get, Mike?
Me?
Yeah.
Kleenex boxes, the large, the large
To wear on
box
your
at
feet,
Costco.
as you always do.
Yeah, to duct tape to my feet so I can walk through the snow.
No, come on, be serious. There's got to be something you want.
A golf shirt.
Well, that's
What's
a
the
yawn.
club you're looking at? There's not a new golf club you're looking at?
No, I am actually not. I am actually currently satisfied with. But you know what? I can always take a gift certificate because if I go into a big box golf store,
Good for
I
you,
can
Mike.
always have. But I won't get that either. So it's
I've already
moot.
bought you a gift that I think you're going to enjoy very much.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually.
I
going
didn't
to
buy you anything yet.
You don't have to. This is something that will benefit the show.
And I was told no presents.
Yeah,
That's
no
right.
presents. No
Too
presents.
late. I already
Rob.
purchased it, Mike. It's not to make anyone feel guilty. I just want it to be a part of the show. That's all.
All right. Okay.
Also, what is Michael into right now? He won't hear this. Is there like
scooter.
a? No, he already
the
provided.
scooters are no more. By the way, he's been saving, and he has now, for his own use, acquired another scooter. And I
Why
asked
two?
him
So you guys can ride together.
because when his buddies come over, one for his buddy, one for him.
Oh, like when George Harrison used to travel with two ukuleles because it's
That's
not
it.
fun to play the ukulele by yourself.
Exactly. So that's what he's done. But he, over
But
the
does he
years,
like-
this is like he broke the piggy bank after multiple years.
I
That's
think
it.
last year I got him some Giants stuff. Is he still into the Giants? Or
Not well. He's into.
Well,
I mean, as much as
you
you
can
can be
probably-
into a team like that.
You can
yes.
probably get a great deal on a Daniel Jones jersey.
I would
right
think so. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, and this will be the last thing because we have to move on. I have to say,
You don't want to know my practical
What's your
wish?
practical gift? Go ahead.
A great flashlight. I was looking around the house. I don't have a good flashlight.
Well,
I want like a mag light.
tell nobody to get that
Yeah.
for you. Tell nobody
Okay.
to get that for you. I can handle that.
I don't want you to get it for me.
I can handle it. Let
I
me
want
handle
Robert
the
to pay
flashlight.
attention and listen.
No, that I may I.
Of course.
Look for one for you.
Yeah,
And he
I
said
love that.
flashlight.
Flashlight, not
with an
fleshlight.
A. With
Right,
an A.
flashlight.
There you go. Hey, well, my gag is ruined.
Mike,
That's it.
Either way, we're going to need a lot of D batteries.
We're going to need lots of Ds. It's going to chew up those D batteries, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, and we have a promo here, Mike, for your
very
listening
good
pleasure.
promo time. Always exciting because Christmas time is promo time. And I
Mike,
hope you've
holidays,
enjoyed this
holiday time, yeah.
Holiday time is your time, and I hope you're enjoying this time with our time because we like to meld our time together. Play it.
And scene.
Gather around the table, folks, for a bonus show that's guaranteed to stick to your ribs.
I'm not too crazy about Thanksgiving.
That's okay, because all the cool kids are digging it.
Get ready, Josh. This is going to be cool. This is like Fonzie. Hey.
Rob and Mike ask some thought-provoking questions like,
When you go to the doctor, does he hold your earlobe and ask you to cough?
and they recall the humor of past Thanksgivings.
I wanted an oyster stuffing in the turkey, and she wanted bread stuffing, and she got bread stuffing and a lot of money.
Get the latest bonus show now or purchase a monthly subscription through the store at MikeO'MaraShow.com. It's guaranteed to make your holidays just a little bit brighter.
I am of the mountain. That even works with the bleep out there. Hey,
does,
everybody,
it does,
listen to me. In a perfect world, we would all get enough of the nutrients we need. Let me start again.
Please.
In a perfect world. Oh, let me do it like the movie guy, all right? In a world where we can't get enough of the nutrients we need for high-level performance, our diets alone just won't cut it. But in the real world, everyone could use some help in continuing to find a new personal best day after day. I started with the Momentous 3, protein, creatine, and omega-3. These are the 3 nutrients expert research shows as the foundation of long-term health. John Facenda now. This protocol supports every cellular function of the brain and body. The Momentous 3 is the easiest way to drive the biggest impact on health span. Even better, all of the Momentous formulas are designed with human performance experts and are NSF and it would be easier to switch voices if I didn't have a 7-hour run-on sentence. NSF and Informed Sports certified for use by professional and collegiate athletes.
Mike, if it wasn't
Don Pardo,
so
shut
important.
up. Don Pardo. That means sourcing ingredients for quality, not just what's cheapest. They're driven by what they call the Momentous Standard, and it's become synonymous with the industry's gold standard in quality and efficacy. Harry Carey. So, if you're interested in making a true investment in your health, why not join the best in human performance and be part of the change that's raising the bar on supplements? Just go to livemomentous.com and use code TMOS for 20% off your new routine today. One more. Dealer's choice. Who do you want me to do?
I'd like to hear Jeff Goldblum, please.
That's livemomentous.com with code TMOS. I'm pretty sure you won't regret it. There. How are you? Okay. Oh, time to play that.
Oh, time. You're great
lovely
as the
sound
wizard,
that says,
Jeff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the wizard. Thanks so much. I really appreciate that. Right back at you, Rob.
Okay, and now here's Mike with his wicked movie tidbits.
Play my horn thing. No, my horn. My boom, please. All right?
Okay.
Play it. Come on. Jeez, that took a long time. Disney's Haunted Mansion. Josh was up next door to that just a short time ago. They might be a little more haunted than usual right now. Disney World had to temporarily shut down its Haunted Mansion over the weekend after a guest scattered their loved one's ashes on it. It's not clear
That's
how
not
long it
funny.
was shut down for, but everyone on the ride had to be evacuated. Oh, come on. It's just ashes. An employee posted about it on Reddit as it was happening. There's a happy employee
Wow,
right there.
that's great.
So the employee said, as I write this, Haunted Mansion is down and being evacuated due to someone spreading human ashes on the ride. God, people.
I wonder if there's
People.
like any chance of getting sick from human ashes. Ashes, I should say.
No, it's all burned up.
was gonna say, yeah.
The only thing that would make you sick would be getting into your lungs. Like
Don't breathe it.
Happy haunts materialize.
They said it's a dumb thing to do because ultimately the person's ashes will just end up in the trash. Quote, your loved one's ashes are going to be vacuumed up into a bucket with mouse droppings and thrown in the garbage. That means the Haunted Mansion has vermin. Oh, no!
Now it truly is scary. What
They
kind of
also
crazy
said-
person would want their ashes spread at a theme park?
They,
that would be a
also
stupid
said-
person.
All right. They also said it was definitely caught on video, so the person will likely be banned from all Disney parks. And I would imagine someone that scatters their loved one's ashes, that's a terrible punishment.
It is.
How about a stern lecture as opposed to banishing them? if
Okay,
they-
Robin.
a stern lecture. Yeah, don't come back.
Mike-
You're not welcome, Robin. That's it.
My
Yes.
ashes are destined for the grizzly.
Yes, KD, you're going to go
Yeah.
down to King's Dominion.
Mhm.
That's going to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Maybe just make this the word of the decade, not
All right.
the year. Oxford Dictionary's word of the year is, it's two words, really.
What?
Brain rot.
That's not a good word.
Anyone? Ferris?
No.
Anyone?
No.
They define it as the supposed deterioration of a person's mental or intellectual state, especially viewed as the result of overconsumption of online content considered to be trivial or unchallenging. I don't read like I used to. I really don't.
Yeah.
And I wish I did. And I think it's a direct result of me preferring to be on my computer and be constantly stimulated with one thing after the other. It has caused brain rot. I believe that. According to the stats, usage of the term brain rot steadily grew by 230% over the course of the year, but it's not a new term. The first recorded use was in Henry David Thoreau's book, Walden, in 1854. So people were already complaining about brain rot in the 1850s, all the way back then. Oxford picks their word by choosing 6 finalists and letting people vote. The other 5 this year were slop. Why is that
Stupid.
there? Dynamic. Oh, dynamic pricing.
Okay.
Romanticy, lore, and demure. That was dictionary.com's word of the year.
Yeah. Mike, as you look around our world and you see what's going on in pop culture, I don't see any evidence of this so-called brain rot.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing.
I have concepts of a plan.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Instead of lounging on the couch after Thanksgiving, Americans headed to movie theaters. I'm guilty. Went to see Gladiator 2. I didn't even talk that much about it.
Yeah, thumbs up or thumbs down, just quick.
I walked out before it was over. And I'm a passionate
That's a
Denzel fan. It
high
was stupid.
praise right there.
It was horrible.
Loved it
Compared
so
to the
much you
original.
had to get out to tell other people.
Yeah, it's not cool. Americans head to the movie theaters. Premiere of Disney's Moana 2 and the draw of Wicked and Gladiator 2 provided a big boost to the domestic box office. This makes me happy because if this is true, maybe we're going to see more theatrical releases. Maybe we're going to see the movies come back a little bit.
I think
I
we're
would love
just going to
that.
see the tentpole guys. I don't think you're going to see movies ever get to where they were.
I don't
Now
know.
that it's so convenient to bring them into your house. I will go see Wicked on the big screen, probably this weekend. But, I mean, that's just because it's not available on TV.
The 3 blockbusters, Rob, you got to turn your volume up just a tiny bit, if you don't
All
mind.
right.
The 3 blockbusters led the 5-day opening weekend record to soar past 2018's record of $315.6 million, pulling in an estimated $420 million as of Sunday. Do you remember? I'm old enough to remember when those hundreds of million figures were stunning. Just mouth-dropping, and now we just go, blah, blah, blah.
Well,
The
it helps
Moana...
that a movie ticket's now $17.
Yeah, that's true.
Oy.
The Moana sequel set the record for highest grossing 5-day opening, earning $221 million domestically and surpassing the Super Mario Brothers movie, which earned $204.6 million in 2023.
Hey, Hey, that's a good box office.
There we go. Come on in. The movie price stays the same as before. Yes, bueno. Well, that's Spanish. Harvey Weinstein, hospitalized yesterday following an alarming blood test. His attorney said this less than a week after the disgraced movie mogul filed a legal claim alleging substandard medical care at New York City's notorious complex, the jail complex.
Yes.
Weinstein was sent to Bellevue Hospital in Manhattan for an emergent treatment due to an alarming blood test result that requires immediate medical attention. That's, once again, according to his attorney. We did some digging, and we discovered that the blood test, and this was an emergency, determined that he has more pig blood than human blood.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Not
big pig.
kosher.
Yeah, big pig. That's my joke.
Yes.
I apologize if any pigs were offended by that joke. I'm really,
No, Mike,
really
you're
sorry,
fine with
but,
the pig community.
Yeah. Pig.
Piglet,
You know,
piggy, pig.
when you've got that track record, quit your bitching. You know, just die. Okay, really, just go away. Go away and die. Really,
The recent film I've seen of him, he looks good.
he's the picture of health. Always has
health.
been. Look at some of those old Golden Globes. Oh, what a healthy looking man. Absolutely incredible. I don't know who's healthier there, Clint Eastwood or Harvey Weinstein. I'm not sure.
Or Don Zimmer.
Or Don Zimmer. Yes, they all look great, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what's wrong with my thing?
Do it. There
is.
we go.
For nearly 9 months, this is our final story today.
Mm-hmm.
112-year-old John Alfred Tinniswood. Isn't that a great British name?
It is.
My name is John Alfred Tinniswood. He held the title of the world's oldest man. His record-holding status ended Monday. Unfortunately, Tinniswood died and they call them care homes in England, not nursing homes.
Oh, a care home, yes.
Not rest homes, care home. A care home in northwest England near Liverpool, where he was born. No, Liverpool. Yeah, John and Ringo.
Is now Paul the oldest person in Great Britain?
Yeah, he is. Let me see. He was born, this guy, on August 26th, 1912.
Wow.
Tinniswood attributed his longevity to pure luck. Tinniswood attributed the longevity also to never smoking, rarely drinking, and following no special diet apart from having fish and chips every Friday. There you are. Here's his quote. If you drink too much, or you eat too much, or you walk too much, if you do too much of anything, you're going to suffer eventually. As my father said, God rest his soul, moderation in all things, including moderation. He also thanked his babysitter, Keith Richards. That was... bandwagon
How did
joke.
I not see this coming?
There you go. All right, we'll take a break, and we will come back with a fat guy experiment gone horribly wrong.
Sad.
Horribly wrong. You, ladies and gentlemen, are listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa. Hi. How would you like to be the most interesting person at the holiday party? We're having one Saturday night.
Yes.
Leave the ugly sweater at home. Just show up with a bottle of wine. I think I'm going to be going with Naked Wines on Saturday.
Really?
I think I'm going to have I think I'm going to do the wine thing. I'm really excited about that. You want a wine from an independent winemaker with a truly unique story? Fabulous. This podcast is sponsored by Naked Wines, a subscription service that seamlessly connects you to the finest independent winemakers on the planet, so you get a case of the market's best quality wines for a fraction of the price you'd normally pay in stores. With our code, you can get 6 bottles for just $39.99. Naked Wines believes that great wine is an experience that helps you connect with your friends, family, and community over a shared bottle of the grape. Turn off the noise of the outside world and uncork a bottle to celebrate the little joys in life. I'll be doing that Saturday night. Plus, you can pause or cancel at any time. The holidays start now. Right now. So, now is the time to join the Naked Wines community. Head to nakedwines.com/TMOS and put in our code TMOS for both the code
and the password. And you will get 6 bottles of wine for just $39.99 with shipping included. That's nakedwines.com/TMOS. Code and the password for 6 bottles. It's the TMOS. What do you do? I'm sorry, that got screwed up. Let me read that again. All right. That's nakedwines.com/TMOS and code TMOS.
Right, you have to use it twice.
For 6 bottles of wine for $39.99. So here's to your health, people. All right, so Fat Guy Experiment.
Yes.
We go to Rob Spiewak, who wanted to talk about something that
Resident
went
fat guy, yeah.
horribly wrong.
Well,
Horribly
yeah, you
wrong?
know, I'll tell you something that may shock and surprise you is after, pardon me, cooking all day.
Need your level up, buddy. Need your level up. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
I need you to just turn your level up.
After cooking all day on Thanksgiving, by the time we ate dinner at a little after 6, we eat in the evening, not in the afternoon, as some people do. I was not that pressed to eat a lot of the Thanksgiving food. We served it. We did. I mean, I had, some, but I didn't go crazy. Where I went crazy
Did you
this year,
snack prior to the meal?
my mom made one of my favorite appetizers. So, yes, she made
What was
buffalo
it?
chicken dip, which is so good. Ooh.
And if your meal's at 6, you're asking for that because you're going to be snacking all day.
Yeah. But
that's a late. For me, that would be a real late one. I like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
that's why you always decline the invitation. I said,
I
come,
know, and I
eat.
wanted to come this year, but I got to go to a football house, Rob. I'm sorry, got to go to a football.
We
house.
have football on.
No, come on now. What you had on was Moulin Rouge. So,
Well, Mike, it was the championship game from 1942, but we had football on.
You had the birdcage running in the background.
No,
so
my
you
son
didn't eat.
watches the football. Yeah. So, but I was stocked with plenty of leftovers, and so I've been eating the turkey sandwiches and stuff, as they go. Finish certain things at certain times, and I saw something online that intrigued me, and I said, I don't know if this would really work or not. And I had all the hardware, so I set out to make, Mike, what is known as the stuffing waffle. Where
The
you
stuffing waffle?
You take leftover stuffing, you
Yeah.
put it in a waffle iron,
Okay.
and cook it so it comes out to be a savory waffle that tastes like stuffing.
Do you put anything on it when it comes
Yes,
out?
when it comes out, you put on turkey and mashed potato and cranberry sauce and gravy.
I'm not going to put you down for that. That to me sounds like something that would be really, really cool to do.
I
would
thought
like
a
that.
lot about it, and I said, this is going to be great.
So it's kind of an open-faced turkey sandwich with a waffle underneath.
Exactly.
You can eat.
That you can eat.
Yeah, I'm all in. I love
And
that.
So I get out the turkey and I give it a little bit of microwave action to make sure it's not, refrigerator cold.
Okay.
The cranberry sauce can stay cold. Mashed potatoes and the gravy I warm up. And I go to put the stuffing in the waffle maker. Now, I do stuffing in the turkey, but I also, if there's any left over, I cook it in a dish. So I guess I have stuffing and dressing.
I know what the problem is.
What?
Your microphone is like 3 inches below your chin. If you lift your microphone up, you're talking into the. Try turning that.
Is that
towards
any
your
better
mouth.
for you?
Try turning it toward your mouth.
It is turned exactly towards
Pointing
my-
at your mouth.
No, Mike, it's a side
Yeah.
fire. You see,
He
right?
changed his mic.
It's a different
Well,
mic.
now it's firing up. Turn it down a little so towards you.
11111. Better.
That's the key.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the key.
All right.
Yeah, it was hidden under the windscreen. the
So,
direction.
I
but
put-
here is a picture of it.
Oh, and were it to turn out like that, because
I
I
would
put
think with your
This looks
culinary
great.
expertise, it would not be a thing. for
well,
you
I
to do
looked
that.
at both the dressing that was cooked outside of the bird and the stuffing that was cooked in the bird, and the bird stuffing was definitely. I know people hate this word. It was more moist.
Yeah,
And
but
I
I mean,
thought-
ours was not moist. I don't want to.
Why not? Your
Yeah,
turkey
because-
looked beautiful. It looked great.
Well, the Pigeon Sisters made the stuffing in the turkey.
The Cuckoo Pigeon Sisters. So,
Oh, and
Mike,
she's going to kill me right now. She is going to kill me. I if she is, and she's been listening a lot live, and I know that I am going to get that phone ringing. If oh no,
she just loves you. That's
okay,
all.
go ahead. All right, but
So,
it was,
I took
so it was
the-
the moist ones. What you? I would assume you put the
I
moist.
put
one
the
in
gooey
waffle
one
iron.
in, and it was still sort of in balls because it doesn't exactly. It's not like a pudding texture. It's still
Yeah.
solid.
Right.
And I have to smash the waffle iron down and it sort of locks and you flip it. It's like a Belgian waffle maker because you put the goo in and then you invert it while it cooks.
Yeah, you see those in. It's kind of like a professional one you'd see at
Yes.
at a breakfast buffet. Right?
Mike, this is a Waring. It's beautiful. It's
Okay.
a beautiful Waring waffle.
How long have you
waffle.
had it?
Oh gosh, it might have been just after we've been married. It's
Okay,
been
all right.
a
So
while.
you've had it a while, so you know your way around the
I
waffle.
do,
there.
and I set the heat on a medium high. You know, when it has the dial
Yeah.
on it, and
Gotcha.
I waited for the green ready button to light up, and I inverted it, and I opened it, and all I had was hot goo. Nothing stuck together. I was really pissed.
What now? What
were
do
you
you
missing a step?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Was
I mean,
the binder in the stuffing to
thought
start
through,
with?
I thought through the entire process. I mean, my stuffing has eggs in it. It has milk in it. It is essentially a dough. It should work. So
I think I
scraped
know what
this
the
out.
problem is. I
What?
think I know. I think the problem is it was too moist. You should have gone with the dryer. Did you try another shot with the dressing
No,
outside
I
of the bird?
stayed with the moist. I scraped this out, and that's not an easy feat.
When you say
It
goo,
looks like what you were missing is eggs.
There's eggs
have to-
in the stuffing, and quite a few. I put 6 in this year. So
you put eggs. I didn't make stuffing, so I didn't know. But so I don't understand why it would be. When you say goo, do you mean it just fell apart? Is that
yeah,
what it was?
and it just crumbled. I mean, it was not gooey going in, but it was definitely a wetter stuffing. It wasn't like gross. It was just a different texture. And it came out in like crumbs. And so I scraped it, and I have a silicone brush that I use to get all the crumbs out.
Rob's book coming out actually next holiday season will be Stuffing Makes Me Wet.
And so
Well, this recipe says you're supposed to mix 2 eggs into your stuffing.
Oh, so
before
you
put
don't
it in
just
the
use
waffle.
regular
So
stuff.
fresh eggs. Oh,
Fresh eggs. That way it binds it
That
together.
makes sense. That makes sense. Because
So
when
you
I
need
finished
to add eggs.
When I finished the first one, Carrie, who was in the family room, which is adjacent to the kitchen, it's open to the family room. She says, "How's it going in there?" I said, "Not well." And so I tried it again, and the same thing. I just got a bunch of hot crumbs, but mixed up with mashed potatoes and gravy and turkey. It was okay, but my waffle was a failure, even
you
though I
have-
waited for the ready.
Do you still have leftover stuffing?
No, well, I do, but I yesterday I cleaned out the fridge of all
And
the
yeah,
left-
isn't it like the shelf
guess
life
it's been
after
a few
5
days.
days is a little
right.
suspect?
Yeah, so
if you go
everything
for
went
that.
into the freezer.
Well, maybe
the meat and the
next year,
stuffing went in. Yeah, maybe.
Try
next
the
year.
grilled cheese stuffing.
Oh,
that
so
looks
that is a stuffing waffle, layer of cranberry, layer of cheese, and then 2 more stuffing waffles, and then
I think that might have been
fourth.
sliced and stacked, Mike. I think that
That's-
might be like a
Yes.
half and half.
That's yummy.
Did it
Yummy.
have
You know what?
macaroni and cheese in it? I couldn't tell if it was cheese or macaroni and
Oh,
cheese.
I thought it was mashed potatoes.
Oh,
Show it
okay.
again. Show it again. Let's take a peek at that and see
Oh,
exactly.
it could be
what
mashed
looks like.
potatoes. Yes, yeah,
Oh,
especially
see, that's
with
better.
the
Now I'm
cranberry.
okay. I'm all in. But is there any meat on it? Shouldn't there be some meat? Is there
No.
meat back there?
Well, I
hate
would put
that.
meat on it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
think add some turkey, but
Yeah,
You know, I
So-
didn't get any. I went to my mother-in-law's house, so there are no leftovers, so
That's
I wasn't
sad.
able to enjoy that. And Carla's, she didn't bring any of her stuffing home, and she's still got ingredients for it. The kitty litter is still in the pantry. Sorry, I'm sorry. She's gonna
kitty
kill me.
litter and mattress stuffing.
Right. It's great. It's pieces of bread, kitty litter, driveway salt. It was very flavorful.
Any pine needles?
We'll be right back, everybody. Don't miss out, people. It's the 2024 Mike O'Mara Show Christmas ornament. Your house will look extra festive when you deck the halls with us. You can bring holiday cheer to every American with this mini replica of the iconic TMOS campfire mug. It's wonderful. There it is, hanging right there.
Yep.
Display them both side by side. It's just like Dr. Moreau and his mini assistant. Here's an editor's note. Moreau's sidekick was played by the late Nelson De La Rosa. He was 2'4". It's perfect for, decorating the tree, the office, or any place that needs a touch of show spirit. It comes with a custom loop, so it is ready to hang and comes standard in a Holly Jolly gift box that you can eat. Get one for yourself. No, do not eat the cardboard.
No. You need it for storage. I hung mine on my tree, and there are some
May
ornaments.
cause digestive distress.
There are some ornaments that just don't hang right. It's difficult. This hangs like a champ. It's first ornament on my tree this year was this mug.
And people should know in our listening audience, the first thing I say to Rob every morning is, how's it hanging?
That's
if you've
right.
collected our yearly ornaments every December, this is the only way to get one to make your set complete. Remember to buy your 2024 TMOS Christmas ornament at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Not only makes a great shot glass, you can fill it with water, freeze it, and open a skating rink for gnats. It's a real piss missile. The TMOS holiday mug is a non-denominational mug, so it can never offend, which is nice. Keep those coming. That makes my life
The hardest
complete.
part about the skating rink for gnats, Mike, is putting the shoes on. The skates are so tiny, just little, but they have a blast. They do.
All right, indulge us, please. We have two big baseball fans here, both of us in the Juan Soto watch, as I like to call it, as we are
Now,
waiting
Mike,
to
you
find out
both
where he
mentioned
goes.
Soto yesterday. You need to thumbnail it for people that don't read the sports page every day.
Okay,
It's the
Juan
wait
Soto.
to be disappointed.
Generational talent in Major League Baseball. Probably the best hitter today for average and power combined. Not the greatest fielder. And, of course, I'm reading all the stories on what a perfect fit he would be for left field in Fenway Park. And I agree
That's
with
where
that.
the Red Sox play.
Yes. So,
and they did meet with Soto recently.
and he's got the Dominican thing happening. So Big
He said
Papi,
he was
Pedro
impressed.
Martinez. Yes.
They
An
said they'd
impressive
bring in a
presentation.
couple extra players in addition to him to improve the team.
Now, let me ask this. Has Baltimore given any kind of presentation to the Soto camp?
Not that I have heard of, and it is very annoying and irritating. But the
Soto
Orioles are very close-lipped about what they offer.
It would be a perfect fit for Baltimore. It's Juan Soto. But Josh was telling me right before the show that they're coming up for the baseball season next year. There will be a new rule, and I know
No.
baseball purists don't
Not
like
a new
a
rule.
rule. Not
No,
a new rule.
It's not going to go into effect yet.
Okay.
But baseball has had good success with some adjusting rules in the past, like how you can challenge a play now for review.
Yeah.
And
which is good. I think you agree with that,
we
right?
all accepted that, and then we did the extra innings. Man starts on second base, which everyone was against. I think it turned out pretty good.
It
I'm
did,
happy
but I
with
still
it.
don't like it. I still don't dig it.
When I heard that, it really sounds like something that was made up that you have to finish the game
But-
before the streetlights come on.
Well,
Exactly.
and that's exactly what's the point of it. And I do like that game lengths have gone down. That's helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at the Manfred was doing an interview yesterday, and he said there's a variety of rule change being talked about, and one of them that there's a little buzz around at the owners' meeting was the idea of a golden at bat.
A golden at bat. What would that be?
The golden at bat is at any point in the game, you can just put your best hitter up to hit. Out of line, out of order, any point.
And is there a limit to
At any
this?
point, one time per game.
One time per
So
game.
say the bases are loaded and Soto's not due up for 5 hitters, you can say, all right, Juan Soto's going to bat now.
What if Soto struck out right before, goes
you can
back
say, you can give him another at bat.
a golden at bat?
What if Soto is on base? Can you replace
then
him and pull him
someone
out?
else replaces him and he comes and bats.
And what
That's
happens
dumb.
to what? And so the scheduled batter just continues and moves down in the order one. Is that how that works?
Well, they haven't figured out all the details. They're also talking about the idea of you have to use it after the 7th inning, and it can only be by the team that's losing.
That's getting too much. That's getting too convoluted.
Well, the whole
with
thing
that.
is too much. And
I think I love the concept of what baseball's doing. All right. The concept is this game is out of reach for the average young fan because we move in a fast-paced society. So we do whatever we can to speed it up and make it a little more interesting. And I like that idea that they are trying to come up with different things, but that might be, I think you got to, anything like this, it's got to be quick and simple as well. I think
Right.
that's, and if you add things like after the 7th inning, losing team only, I don't know.
It's silly. It seems like it's designed for it to have more like highlights and YouTube moments and get people to. I do get the idea of tuning in because I'm not going to turn on the TV until 3 innings from now because Aaron Judge won't be at bat for the next couple innings. So now I need to watch because at any point he could go up and bat.
Did they at the meeting?
Scorebooks are going to be a mess, though.
Mm-hmm.
Did they bring up the notion of the golden bullet rule, where you can shoot one player on the opposing team if he's doing too well?
Let me throw this out, and I'm sure it's been discussed. What about a la the NHL, where they have a shootout, and in this particular, what about a mini home run derby?
I'm sure it's been discussed.
Because that's fun, right?
Yeah, it
goes
is fun.
to if you went to extra innings, if you knew, you know what would get me back if I was somebody who loved baseball, but it just takes too goddamn long to watch a game? If you made extra innings where you pick a player with a batting practice pitcher, and they get a player with a batting practice pitcher, and each guy gets to stand up there for each team, and they rotate just like a home run derby, where they get the pitch, and if they hit a home run, they are the next guy has a chance to hit a home run. If he doesn't hit one, they win.
You're reinventing the game, though.
No. Then you've removed so much of the game. You removed both pitching and defense from the game.
Yeah, it's a TV event that you're putting in as a keystone to the game.
But
I don't think you can do that.
But
home run derbies are fun, but I don't want it to determine a win or loss of a game.
I think if you did that, where you knew that as soon as the game was over, if it was a tie, you went to a shootout to determine the winner, and you structured it in such a way that you bring up why not? It works in the NHL.
No, but in hockey they don't say, "Well, we're just going to put out a loser goalie out there that doesn't know how to block a puck." That's what you're saying by putting in a
okay. So you're
pitcher.
saying keep the game going. I'm saying that you want to modernize. You want to make it fun. The extra innings, that is part of the game. But all these changes have changed the game with replay and all that. I think it might be interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to, or maybe you could retool it to speed things up. There's nothing worse than a 14-inning baseball game on the West Coast when you're on the East Coast. There is nothing more horrible than staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning to watch your team finally lose. It's soul-sucking, soul-crushing. I hate that.
What if they win, though? What if they win?
Then I feel satisfied, but then I take an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to sleep because I'm all ramped up.
The Orioles once had an 18-inning game, I believe, in Seattle, where I fell asleep and woke up and the game was still going on.
Did they win?
Yeah, they won.
Oh, there you go. Worth it. All right. Well,
Mike,
we'll
up
solve
till
these
now, I
problems
always
later.
thought the golden batter was what I put in my waffle iron.
There you go. How about the golden shower? That would be. Now I'm
That's
watching.
after the game.
Now I'm watching.
Mr. Zimmer?
The inventor of the golden shower in baseball. Anyway, we have to take a break. We will come back with some beautiful video and more fun and thrills. You, ladies and gentlemen, listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. All right, we're talking about it, and we're promoting it because we want you to join us for our wonderful, wonderful cocktail party where we're going to raffle off a fruitcake, but that doesn't take away from the fact that our fruitcake auction is still going on. 'Tis the season to win the coveted Spiewak fruitcake. This isn't your grandma's fruitcake. It's better. For just $5, you can snag a shot at owning one of Rob Spiewak's legendary homemade fruitcakes. There are only 5 available this year, and only one of them is up for grabs in this exclusive cocktail hour raffle. The exclusivity has never been higher. Each $5 entry gets you a name on the spinning wheel of fate, and we'll spin it live. We'll do it live! Live! During the cocktail hour this Saturday night to crown the lucky winner. You need not be present to win, but you do need to grab a raffle ticket. So don't be a piker. Pony up and take a chance on a fruitcake so delightful, you'll be dreaming about it until next Christmas. As Rob likes to say, it's not just a fruitcake, it's a Spiewak. Spin to win, because this year's fruitcake is the ultimate prize. Here's the best part. A portion of the purchase price will be donated to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So the more you bid, the more we give to LLS, and that will truly make you feel merry this holiday season. Bid with confidence. Play Jerry Todd, Rob Spiewak.
Hey, I like that. Some beautiful video.
I I just want to say hi to Dan O'Brien. I haven't seen him in a while.
Hi, Dan.
And, I got a lovely call from my mother yesterday. She is trying to burn up some personal leave before the end of the year, so she did not go into work yesterday, which allowed her to watch and listen to the entire show. She doesn't normally have a chance to
Sharon.
do that live. And she said, I like Josh. Josh is sweet. Do you know that he swallows his G's?
Oh, my God. She is new to the show.
I said, not only do we know it, it's really become part of the fabric of the show. She says, can you do anything about it? I said, do anything? I love it. She said, okay. Anyway, but her first thing she said about you, Josh, is that you're sweet.
That's very nice, Rob. I've got an idea. And since you brought it up, I thought I'd throw this in there.
Please.
Somewhere down the road, look for Josh Soroka's English class, where all we have is every day Josh comes in with one little piece of grammar instruction for our listening audience every single day.
Mike,
I think
isn't
that'd
it
be great.
Josh Soroka's English class?
English.
English.
No, I got the G's in the middle of the words most of the time.
Okay,
that's true.
it.
He does.
It's ing. English is fine.
Wouldn't it be fun hearing Josh Soroka lecture our audience on the use of prepositions? I think it
I
would.
would. Participles, big deal. Gerunds,
Absolutely.
huge.
Take it away.
I worry about David Lee Roth. He
can't stand David Lee Roth.
I know, and I think the turning point might have been the viral video he tried to spread around the socials. I guess it was a couple years ago, where he showed up at a hotel room that was having a party and invited himself in because they assumed he knew he was David Lee Roth, but no one knew who he was. Yeah. So his reputation.
It's like a look at me moment. Didn't you get enough glory when you were fronting the greatest rock band of the generation? I mean, come on.
Well, yesterday he puts up on the social media, this is pitiful. It's him lip syncing the song Panama, but not the recording of Panama that he made with Van Halen. The recording of Panama he did as an independent artist. And the whole thing has a surreal quality because it's just him alone on a darkened stage. Still wearing his leather pants. Now he's not singing. He's lip syncing.
Jump back, what's that sound? Here she come, foot chopping top down, hot show, burning up the avenue. Model citizen, zero discipline.
Sad, isn't it? I mean, even the stage and the lighting looks like not a bad karaoke club, but a karaoke club all told.
Do you want... go ahead, Josh. What?
With the short hair, he looks like Billy Idol.
He does.
He doesn't look like David.
Well, he looks like an older, shaky David Lee.
Do you want a textbook? And now they're very old. But if you want a classic example of how you maintain that vibe, I give you AC/DC. You go see AC/DC, and you see a performance, and they're old farts too, but they pull it off. All right.
Well,
David
they're
Lee
not
Roth,
also lip syncing to. I mean, he's no better than Frank. He's no better than Frankie Valli there.
Yeah,
I mean,
terrible.
that's a Frankie Valli moment right there. So I'm sorry to hear that. So let's do something more solid as far as music goes. I like most Christmas music. I truly do. There's one Christmas song I don't like, and that's The Little Drummer Boy. I like.
Don't say that to Carla. That is
Really?
her favorite song. I love it too. It's great.
Well, I mean, the original one, the one by the Harry Simone Correll or whatever. It is.
Where the high voices come.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's absolutely
I like the
beautiful.
Bing and Bowie version, but I don't like the original. So,
You like the jive version.
Mike, I don't know why you've turned this into something ugly.
Well,
I'm just saying,
because you have dissed one of the great songs.
it
of
was
the
a
holiday
it was a
season.
huge hit. Mike, I guess you like corporate. I guess that's it, and that's fine.
No, it's not corporate. it's
you
just
got
the
sucked
original
into-
song. It's the original
You got
song.
sucked-
It's
sucked
not
in.
from a TV special.
Well,
And
what
I believe
happened?
It's King and Country that does a good modern version. of Little
Okay,
Drummer Boy.
all right. But anyway, it's just not my favorite, all right? I'm allowed to rank them. Until I heard this, what The Little Drummer Boy needed is not any sort of modernization with another vocalist or a TV special. What The Little Drummer Boy needs is Florida. This is from the website There I Ruined It. And this is their version of The Little Drummer Boy. Oh, and Low.
Apple bottom cheese.
boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her.
I don't know what the voice
She hit
sounds like
the
Frank.
floor, the next thing you know.
It might be a synthesized voice, yeah. But I like the lyrics.
Shawty got low, 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 low.
Shawty.
Let's get this mother crunk.
Baggy sweatpants, Reeboks with the straps.
Oh, yeah.
She turned around, gave that big booty a slap.
Yeah.
She hit the floor, the next thing you know.
I love it.
I'll go ahead and play to the label.
Shawty got low, 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 I'm into that. I love those women exposed. Shawty got low.
God. Wow.
Shawty got low.
Shawty got low.
Shawty got low.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Mike, some of it really fine.
That is a great
It works.
website. There I wrote it. Some are really fine.
Bonnie Campbell yesterday was found and accused of drunk driving around an airport, and they let her off. But the next day, Bonnie Campbell was again driving drunk around an airport.
Is Bonnie Campbell a famous person?
No. She comes from Oklahoma, and she's at the Oklahoma airport hanging out in the hangar, so to speak, and drinking. And this is her arrest. And this is almost a textbook example of the way drunk people react when they're pretending not to be drunk. Okay. This is her arrest.
Is that your car?
Yes.
Okay. How much have you had to drink after these gentlemen stopped you? So when the guys came out here and stopped your car and took your keys,
they did.
all right, were you drinking after they stopped you?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you didn't have anything to drink once they stopped you, right?
No.
Okay. How much did you drink beforehand?
Can you pause it?
I can.
Okay, the answer. I have a friend who may or may not have, familiarity with the law on these matters, including a very prominent attorney that represents some people that have had a run-in or two. And, that answer right there would probably, have moved things along in her direction for the better if she had said, yes, after I was stopped, I had a whole bottle of booze.
That's true.
That's
true.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
I don't even really understand why that matters. But
Well, I mean, obviously, when you're operating a motor vehicle, I mean...
Maybe 3 beers.
Okay, 3 beers before you were here in the airport? Okay.
She's ossified.
Yep. And Mike, not that I have any experience either in looking back on situations like that, but the proper answer is always, officer, not a drop.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite one, the comedic one, and it's a true story, is the guy that's driving along and cop pulls him over and comes up to the window and says, have you had anything to drink tonight, sir? He said, I've had about 100 beers. Just gave up. Right
Before
there.
we close, I got to tell the story about John Madigan's father, who was pulled on the way back from Charlestown Racetrack many years ago. We called him Smokey. And Smoke got pulled over, and he had been driving a little erratically. And the officer asked him to get out and walk the straight line on the side of the road, the painted white line.
Yep.
On his second step, his foot went under him, and he fell, rolled down a large hill into a creek. And obviously this concerned the officer, so he took out a flashlight and shined it down to find Smoke laying in the creek. And Smoke yelled up, "How am I doing?"
There you go. How am I doing? If you don't laugh, you cry. That's the way that
okay,
goes.
and let's close with this. Mike, do you remember yesterday what song I had caught in my head? Horrible song.
No, I forgot.
It was Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Oh, I heard about this.
And this is great because this is filmed at an actual post-Thanksgiving turkey trot. You know, one of those lighthearted, like maybe a 5K run where a lot of people get out and run. And keep an eye on the old lady. She's sort of in the middle of your screen. Okay, they're coming around the corner by a church. One deer runs through.
That grandma?
A deer ran into Grandma.
Grandma did get run over by a reindeer.
Watch again. She takes a marvelous hit. Oh, it looks like it took out
funny.
2 oldsters.
Yeah, it took 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm Mike, and you're right. That's not funny. You should never give a license to a man who plays with elves. That's what
wonderful.
they say in the song.
I love it when a song comes true.
That's all I got for you. Like the Little Drummer Boy.
Yes, I cannot believe you don't like that song. We'll
Not
be
a
back
fan.
with another episode tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget Cocktail Party coming up this Saturday night at 7 p.m., complete with our fruitcake raffle. Lots of fun and maybe Christmas music for you. For Josh Roque and Rob Spiewak, this is Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
See you guys later on.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Cottonelle bath tissue.
That will never happen again, and I'm sorry.
Oh, you left out a bunch of stuff.